Hello, my name is Stanley Pethel, and thank you for watching my 10-day capstone video. I'm a recent graduate of devCodeCamp, and I took the 10-week MERN stack application web development course for the coding boot camp, and learned a lot of things, and have built a great application. And basically, what I built is a box subscription service. And the reason I built it is because there's box subscription services out there that send just little things, like little axes or soaps or different little things that we would use in everyday life. But I wanted to create one for camping equipment and more so like hiking and backpacking and things like that. So I'm going to share my screen and talk about some of the dependencies and some of the technologies that I used for this application. So let me share my screen here. All right, so the technologies that I used is Express, MongoDB, Joy, Cores, Node.js, JavaScript, React, Stripe, Redux, CSS, HTML5, Axios, Postman for testing endpoints, and Bootstrap. And so those are the technologies. This is the application here. Let me move my little video over here. And basically, you pull up the application and you see a list of products here, and they're different box subscription products. And so, if you just look through the products, you can see that each one, there's different ones like Prepper Box, which is all the rage now, cookware, there's headphones, a pack box for like your backpacking, a lightsaber box for lights and lanterns, and then a shelter subscription box that would include tents and hot tents and different things of that nature. So if we just click on one, we can see that actually we need to register first. So let's go ahead and register, and I've already created a user, so I'll just go ahead and use that and click on login. It takes me to the login screen, and I can go ahead and log in. All right, so now that I'm authenticated and logged in, I can just view, I want to listen to some music. So I'll just add that to the subscription. And these products would be high quality. That's why they're $175. Not any of that lower stuff. Most subscription boxes are 40, 50 bucks a month. This would be a little bit more expensive. People would say, well, why would you pay that? And it's because of the quality of the product. So that would be the idea behind this application. So I can go ahead and add this to the cart, and my cart automatically updates. Let's say I wanted to shop for a couple of other things. I can just go back, press the shop button, go back, and I just want a random box of just random things, boots or a bivy or a tarp or anything like that. And I can add that to the cart as well. And I can go ahead and click on the cart, and I can see both items are in the cart, and my subtotal comes up to $300. And I can proceed to checkout, click pay now, and I have Stripe. This is where Stripe comes in. And I've already filled out this before this application, so I'll just add this information in here, and it gives me my city, the area that I was using. And then it's just a general from Stripe. They give you like a general card number and always say that use a date in the future and just make up your own CVC code. So that's what I'll do here. I'll go ahead and type this in and get this rolling for us and see if we can get something paid, and start a subscription. And we'll check out the pay. It gives us a little green check mark here, and then it'll automatically reroute us to a page that is a success page within the application. And it gives us an order. It tells us a message that the order has been created successfully. Your order number is, and it gives you a random order number. And it says, hi Stan, and that is my name, and you've bought and a headphones box for $175 and a prepper box for $125. And so that's basically kind of a generated receipt. What I'd like to do with this application is add an email notification system with this to where you get this sort of receipt in an email. And with time constraints, I didn't have that to do that. I had time to do that yet, but I will add that in the future with this project. So um, if you're keeping up with the code or the repository, you may go back and look at that later on. So I'll add that. And then also I'd like to do administration page where you could see the different customer data that comes in from purchases and um, users and things like that for future reference as an administrator on the admin side. So I can click and go back to the home page. What has happened here is my cart has zeroed out for us. So we're back to square one. The cool thing about this application is that if I do add things to my cart as a user, if I forget to log out, and let's say I go to a different website and I accidentally close that application, I can go back to my code and or as a user, I would be able to go back into the browser or pull up the history. And this is the cool thing about this this application. So let me go ahead and type this in on my side. See, npm run dev. And so we'll see it pull back up on this side, and my cart is still has an item in it, and I can check that and say, oh yeah, I was looking at this cookware subscription box. So that's one cool thing about the application, and Redux has helped create that sort of scenario where you accidentally forget to log out, but it still has your cart. And I think Amazon uses that same type of technology where you can leave the page if you don't log out, you can go back. But even if you do log out, you can still come back and your cart is still loaded. So in this application, I don't think the logout feature does that, but that's all right. I can change it to do it if somebody wanted to. But as a 10-day capstone, it's going to be an ongoing project for me to work on. So I appreciate you watching my video, and we'll see you guys later.